Define innocence, Akengor. Just saying, I mean, it might be relevant to the sacrifices. As a probably insane deity such as yourself, I just want to know what your version of innocence is. These are elementals, I believe, yes? Alright. Bam! Bam! It's cold out there. I don't want to go outside. Hey, stop regenning. Whatever you say, omnipresent authority figure. Fire, good. Freezing bad. Oh. Whee! See, all of this stuff... Oh, you know what? I wonder if this is like a different future. The time of the frost and snow, remember? Alvin told us about it in the first game. He even took us to this area where everything was just snow and ice covered over. I wonder if this is one of the possible futures. Or a different world, perhaps, that has fallen? Maybe. I'm sure they'll tell us if we're wrong or right, but maybe this is either... I know not what we will do. Our food stocks ran out long ago, save for one sack of onions. For a week, we have each eaten a few bites of onion a day and nothing else. The children once detested onions, but now gobble their morsel greedily and suck on the skins. Soon our bag will be empty. We have no wood or fuel, and the snows keep falling. The mayor has been sending men door to door to hand out modest rations and a bit of wood from the lighthouse storeroom, but no one has come for days. I'm not surprised. The snow is piled nearly to the top of our windows. No one could get to our door. I'm afraid, so horribly afraid, that we will not outlast this winter. Nuclear winter? I'm just wondering if this world has any relation to the Wild Hunt. Either that, like, the whole world was a victim of the Wild Hunt, or if this is maybe one of the worlds where they, like, originated from? I don't know. Because, I mean, wherever they go, like, deathly cold seems to follow them. And so perhaps the theory that this is maybe one of their victim worlds or something. Because what we know about them is what? Their planet, like, can't sustain people anymore. They, like, basically drove it into Armageddon through their actions. Freezy balls! My balls are freezy. Oh, I'm stuck on a tree. Go back to cover. Are you... Oh! Oh! You know what would have been a smart one to use? Echidna. Because we're constantly using stamina to reestablish our shield. That would have been a smart thing to use. Too late now! Oh, dude, it was right there. I didn't think that was going to block it. The 30th of Burke. This time of year, the flowers should be in full bloom, but instead snow covers all. Spring's clearly going to be late. Food will be dear soon, that's certain. It's colder and colder. Snow has been falling non-stop for 37 days now. Folk don't even bother clearing it anymore. There are no more streets, only tunnels dug through the snow. The 21st of Fane. The snow never stops falling. Our larder is bare. At least we can melt snow to slake our thirst, though I don't know how long our wood will last. For now, we're alive. Ah, they're fine. Whee! Oh, I should have used clankers. What? That wasn't the. It was snow! It's snow! It's soft! It's come. I'm gonna fight that one to the highest levels of our government. That was unacceptable. Okay, so what exactly is blocking the cold right now? Y'all fight like wolves! I've been fighting those my whole life! I was born fighting a wolf! It was very awkward in the delivery room. Oh, don't drop your loot up there. It's cold. They're already ignited. Why am I... Well, no. Guessing death. Guessing death. Gee, I guess we have to go this way. Burn my balls. Dude, think of how much shrinkage is going down in his package right now. Just saying. Ain't probably healthy.
Took you a while? Did you run into trouble?
No. Just taking in the sights. What is this place? Feels like I've been here before.
You have. You fought Eredin's projection here. Before that, Ciri fought here. For you.
What are you talking about?
Ever wondered how you managed to leave the Red Riders?
Many times, but I don't remember a thing.
Ciri came for you.
Oh, damn.
She sensed you were in danger, tore you from the Hunt's grasp, then deposited you in the woods near Kaer Morhen.
Did Eredin start hunting her because of that? Because of me? Why didn't she say anything?
What would it have changed?
I definitely didn't decide that, Slim. And Akengorp apparently had no choice either. Quen was definitely useful in the ice part. It was good. And Dre, happy St. Akengorp's Day. Or Valentine's Day, whichever you prefer.
Where are we? World of the Enel?
No. This is Ted Dara, the time of the end. The world destroyed.
Dude, I feel like we're playing Chrono Trigger right now.
Alas, this awaits us all, though at differing stages of our existence.
For what? What's going on tomorrow, Dre?
Eredin succumbed to his knowledge of the apocalypse. Fear rules him now.
Oh, yeah.
Not
day after any big holiday like that.
Clarify?
Halloween, Easter,
Not
Valentine's. Oh, the candy sales. The candy sales! But I am getting serious Chrono Trigger vibes right now. If anyone played the old Chrono Trigger, and they did the same thing in Chrono Cross, but Chrono Trigger seemed more memorable to me. Just like going to the time of the end. So.
Going after Gels is proving quite a trek.
Memory lane.
But I still don't know why he's so important.
Eredin differs from the king he killed. Power for its own sake interests him. He has little patience for bureaucracy. He spends most of his time atop his steed, leading the Red Riders. So what does he need in the capital? A good viceroy. Gels is an excellent administrator and an even better plotter. He's the most dangerous individual amongst the NL.
Plots of dirt.
Any weaknesses?
Yes.
Plots of bodies.
He's righteous.
I was hoping we wouldn't get separated.
I warned you it could happen.
Where'd your journey take you?
Through a world whose sun had just died. I barely reached the next passage in time.
Oh, good lord. A world whose sun just died. So we can either assume that okay, what would be the ramifications of that? So are we talking about, I guess the possibilities there are either a sun that, generally suns do one of two things as they start to die. They either expand into a greater red star, or they just sort of fade away into a white dwarf. In either case, I guess being on a world whose sun is just ending, he probably means the spectacular supernova type of ending where a sun goes, hey, I'm expanding, and then pfft.
Light on the peak.
We're just going to make that assumption.
I thought it might aid your passage. After all, that is what lighthouses do. Show the way.
Doesn't look safe here either. Let's go.
This way.
Next passage.
So,
when will it open?
Shortly.
Just a quick aside. Playing this game and the kinds of options we're being given makes me want to go back and play some Fallout. Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. Maybe New Vegas between the two of those. I'm not sure. But the reason for that is, in Fallout, it is almost always an option to say screw you and go do your own thing. And what I mean by that is actually, like, in the story you can do that. There have been several times so far in the story in this game where we're basically not given a choice. Where it's kind of just like, oh, you have to go and do this. You can just have different levels of, oh, I'm interested in doing this or not. Kind of like how in the beginning of the game, like, Geralt kept hitting on Yennefer, but I, as the player, didn't have a choice. Like, I wasn't given a choice. It was either a choice between, like, you're very pretty, or I'm happy to be here with you. Like,
At last.
This Tyrinar?
The Palace of Awakening, formerly the Moon Palace. Gel's headquarters.
Palace of Diana. Jesu Christi in excelsis Deo. Book? Despite the significant measures already undertaken, the situation in the outer regions of Tilnath na Vale, Tilnath na Leia, and Tilnath na Krovna provinces has not improved. The sages sent to handle the matter in the field have merely succeeded in delaying the advance of the White Frost, which slowly yet surely engulfs more and more territory. We must accept that Tilnath na Boon is now completely lost. The sages did not reach it in time. I recommend the swift evacuation of the endangered provinces and a strengthening and radicalization of the measures intended to seize on side territory. Otherwise, I must ask to be freed of responsibility for the provinces under my jurisdiction. Ah, man, so now they're adding this element to our enemies. The element of realism, the element of, what do I want to call it? Justification for their actions. Because they've gone from being a pastless, pretty much faceless entity.
Glad to know you appreciate it.
Who was just out to, like, make our life shitty, and now they've gone to being people who are trying to defend their own homeworld, and their homeworld is lost from the very thing we've been fighting against, the White Frost. So now we're drawing parallels between our enemies and ourselves. Oh, that's very dangerous. You must control your propaganda so that doesn't happen. When people realize their enemies are not so different, they tend to not want to be enemies anymore. Just saying.